Hi, scholars. We have been reading nonfiction text. Nonfiction text is about real things and tells us facts. Informational text is another type of nonfiction text. An informational text teaches us information about a specific topic. So the past 2 days in Read Aloud, we've been reading an informational nonfiction text about gorillas, learning all different types of information about gorillas based on different topics. And in this story, we've been using text features. Now, most nonfiction books have text features that they use to make the book a little bit easier to navigate. That means to get around, to learn specific parts of the topic that you're trying to read about. So, what are some different types of text features that we have used, and why are they important? We've used table of contents, bold print, headings, and those are all important because they really focus on making sure that we get the main idea from the book that we are reading. So, where can you find the table of contents in a book? Where does Miss Weed usually point out the table of contents when she is reading a Read Aloud book? If you think it's the middle of the story, touch your nose. If you think it's the end of the story, touch your ears. If you think it's the beginning of the story, pat your head. Ooh, I see lots of scholars patting their head. You got it. The table of contents is at the beginning of the story. And the table of contents gives us the names of chapters and the pages that those chapters start on. Where can I find a heading in my story? Where can I find a heading? The heading is at the beginning of the chapter. Remember, the heading looks something like this. It's a little bit bigger, and it's before you get to the real juicy part of the text. And it tells us the specific subject that we're going to be reading about in the story. So I am so excited because we are continuing to read about gorillas. And I want you to think about what you already know about gorillas, what more you want to learn about gorillas, and what we have already learned. So we have learned about gorilla families, and we've learned about the biggest primate, that gorillas are the biggest primate, and that they're part of the great apes family. So, something that Miss Weed has been wondering about or wanting to learn is about gorillas that are in danger. Now, scholars, there are animals that are called in danger because there's just such a few amount of them that people are worried about what may happen to that specific species in the future. So we're going to talk about today or read about gorillas that are in danger right now. So I am going to look at my table of contents. Remember, that is my text feature at the beginning of the book that tells me what chapters there are and what page those chapters start on. So I am looking for gorillas in danger. Gorillas in danger. That's on page 39. So that means I'm going to turn to page 39 to find out gorillas in danger. So now we see the heading and see that it says gorillas in danger. So I know that I'm at the right place because I have the same heading that matches that title in the table of contents. So while we read today, we are going to notice that the pictures in this story, something that I talked a little bit about yesterday, the pictures in this story are real. Illustrations are fake. They're fake or colored pictures. They're drawn by an illustrator, someone who adds those drawings to the book to make it easier for us to visualize. But photographs, which are in nonfiction texts, are real pictures that are taken with a camera. So we are going to see photographs, real pictures in this story. In nonfiction text, photographs sometimes have words underneath them. The words under a photo are called a caption. The words in the caption tell the readers what is happening in the photograph. The words under a photograph is you got it, a caption. So we're going to be reading those captions while we're looking at those photographs in the next couple of pages. So gorillas in danger. Young gorillas are well guarded by the silverback and other adult gorillas. The adults will die to defend young gorillas from danger. At one time, leopards and lions were a gorilla's worst enemy. But today, it is humans. It is against the law to hunt and kill gorillas. But some people do it anyway. People also cut down forests to grow crops and herd cattle. And when we destroy the land where gorillas live, where can they go? All gorillas are in danger today, but only the mountain gorilla is an endangered species. So, scholars, we see these photographs that are kind of pretty sad about gorillas that are in danger. So, here I'll give you a close-up of this photograph. And the caption says, "The mountain gorilla was killed by hunters." This is a photograph of some forests that were destroyed, which is a habitat that gorillas live in. And it says, if we destroy the forest where gorillas live, how will they survive? What is the name of the text feature that helps us visualize how gorillas get hurt? That helps us see how gorillas get hurt. What is that text feature called? It's called a photograph. And we see a photograph in this book that tells us about or shows us how those animals get hurt. And how do you know it's a photograph and not an illustration? We know it's a photograph because it's a picture of something in real life. The only endangered species of gorilla is the mountain gorilla, and it has been placed on a list of the rarest animals in the world. There are fewer than 700 mountain gorillas left on Earth. You can help the gorillas by joining a group that protects wild animals. Start a school project to earn money. give them money to take care of young gorillas that they have lost their mothers. Only with our help will these gentle giants survive. Here's a picture of a gorilla, so a photograph with the caption underneath that says, "Gorillas are special animals. We should try to keep them alive." Scholars, what were some ideas that we just learned about how we can help gorillas? What did we learn about how we can help gorillas? We can join a group that helps protect gorillas. You can start a school project to earn money to give to an organization that also helps gorillas. Why do we need to do something? This is a question that they're asking you. Why do we need to do something? We need to do something because humans are part of the problem. We are part of the problem of why gorillas are dying, because there's still some bad people out there who hunt gorillas or who are cutting down forests of where gorillas live so that they no longer have a home. Scholars, what have we learned? What have we used to help us learn about gorillas today? Specifically in a nonfiction text, what did we learn? Or what did we use? We used text features. The text features we used were the table of contents, the heading, and photographs. And what information did we read about gorillas? There's a bunch of different answers, but you can talk about how we learned that some gorillas are in danger. We learned that some gorillas are actually an endangered species, so they're on a list that they have such a small number that we have to be super careful with them. And we learned that some gorillas we are able to save by donating money to an organization that works with them, or making a club that raises awareness about them. There are so many things that may seem like they're far away, but that we can still do. All right, scholars, I'm so excited to continue learning about nonfiction texts and the text features that we need in those nonfiction texts to help us better understand the book. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Bye.